Right, I'm just going to do a guide on the light tank. Now, there's two types of tanks in game. There's the main battle tank, which is obviously the Vanguard for the NC. Vanguard, and then you've got what's called the Lightning. Now, the Lightning has its own little roles that it can fill, with notably the Sky Guard. And yeah, but what I want to talk about first, before I do anything, is how to drive a light tank. So you need to go down to settings, and you need to set your settings, your ground vehicle settings, to pedals. Now, if you have it on default like this, and you go forward using the analog stick, it will be fine. Like, it will go forward. When you start turning corners, it starts drifting like this. Kind of annoying, really. So the way to combat that is to get used to having the pedals like this. It's something you have to get used to. Instead of firing with that R2, you drive with the R2 and you fire with the L1 like this. To zoom in on something, you press up on the touchpad. On the pad, you just click up on the directional buttons. So as you can see there, I'm running what's called the Sky Guard. This is what it's famous for. Now I'm running Sky Guard with flanker armor. So let me just go into that real quick. Oops, vehicle. So as you can see, the Sky Guard. Now I've got no accessories on, but so here you've got flanker armor level 4 and vehicle stealth. That's what I would recommend. As you can see, I've got flanker armor on, which is obviously this stuff here. So you would run the flanker armor when you're in a lightning and you're using Sky Guard. This is because flanker armor gives 10%. It gives 10% from ground warheads. So ground warheads are ground warheads that the enemy has. So let me just have a quick look. So ground warheads are stuff like Hornet missiles, Breaker rocket pods, maybe Coyote missiles. I think that's what it means. But anyway, yeah, it gives you a percentage. So pretty good. Now, there's two things you could run, really. So flanker armor, you could also run stealth. Now I have vehicle stealth to max. This is because it makes you harder to be detected and spotted. With vehicle stealth, you will see that it has that little thing on the back there. As you can see, it's got like a... Now it doesn't show it on the back here because it's obviously I haven't got it equipped. Now with the Sky Guard, you'll become a beast at killing enemy air. If there's a lot of enemy air up, you could pull a Sky Guard to basically go at enemy air. Now I'm just going to stick a few accessories on and I'll show you. So what I tend to use is the 2x optics or threat detection. This is for the Sky Guard. I'm just going to talk about the Sky Guard quick. So I'll put threat detection optics on for a minute. Ammo capacity, and you want to get the reload speed up to max. So engagement radar. Now you would use engagement radar on the Sky Guard because it would detect enemy air coming. So I've got engagement radar maxed. I've used racer chassis. I don't use rival combat chassis, and I generally use vehicle stealth or flanker armor. So let me just pull vehicle stealth real quick, and you will notice that there's a thing on the back. As you can see there, that means I'm running stealth. And you zoom off like this, you go, so as you can see, all the enemy air has been lit up. So if I look away, you will see in the corner there, you will see on the left side that there is a load of like pink and red writing. That's because it's spotting the enemy air. Now when you shoot at something, See how fast I can burn down enemy air? Now this isn't OP by any means. It can struggle against liberators. But yeah, this is mainly used for enemy air. Now if I put on threat detection, you will see that I can easily detect enemy air. I can also detect ground troops. Now threat detection doesn't work against enemy infantry. It won't detect enemy infantry, but it will detect enemy air. Now the reason why I would pull this, the reason why I would put threat detection on, is if I'm in a load of trees, there's a load of cover above me, like tree lines and stuff, I would be able to see through the trees just enough to get a lock on where the enemy is. So I would use it. If I'm in open ground, then I would pull something like 2 times optics. So 2 times optics enables me to zoom in on the enemy like this. So as you can see, makes it easier for me to shoot. As you can see. So yeah, you have 3 times optics, but I don't tend to use that. I tend to stick with the 2 times. So that's notably the Sky Guard, and that's why you would pull a lightning. Now there is other options. There's AP and Hesh. Now Hesh is quite strong. So lightning, Hesh. Hesh lightning is pretty cool at killing infantry. But generally I tend to pick AP a lot. I tend to rotate between AP and Sky Guard, really. The basic one is pretty good at killing enemy armor, but I tend to pick AP. So as you can see, it fires like a barrage. AP will fire a single round, and it will be more devastating when you hit them, when you hit all of them. Let me just slap on the AP a sec. So with the AP, you want reload to max. You want something like 2 times optics mainly, or threat detection. I tend to pick 2 times optics. You can also pick threat detection or night vision when you're on low visibility maps like Hossen. And obviously ammo capacity is whatever. So you want to try and get reload speed to max. If that's what you want to be pulling. Ammo wise, you get ammo from them ammo towers here. You'll see them at every base. You drift your cursor over them and it will show you the ammo dispenser. So yeah, so I'm just going to pull a lightning with AP and show you what that does. So as you can see, this will one-shot enemy air if you can hit them. Now obviously it doesn't have the range of motion that a Sky Guard has. A Sky Guard can look right in the air. This can't. Now how you get round that is by balancing yourself up something like this. Like to kill enemy air, not that you would really use this for that, but you could do something like this, and then you can shoot like this. But generally pull a Sky Guard if you're going after enemy air. But this is not completely useless. It can deal a ton of damage like that. As you see, you can shoot Valkyrie like that. Now generally you would pull AP to shoot tanks, but you can shoot other things as well. Like it does one-shot infantry, so I'll show you. And it can one-shot those smaller vehicles. But yeah, people tend to pick Hesh for killing infantry. This is more for killing tanks. So yeah. So when engaging a tank, any tank, you want to hit it from the back. You don't want to be hitting it from the front. You want to try and sneak around the back. That's why vehicle stealth is quite important sometimes. So if you hit it in the back like this, you will notice that it dies quicker. So how many rounds is that? 5 rounds? It's about 4 or 5. I'm going to try and hit it from the front and see how long it takes. Just wait for the tank to respawn. So as you can see, it one-shots enemy infantry. Now the Hesh round does that, but the Hesh round has more of a splash damage. Just to be clear, this does have a bit of splash, so if you shoot near something, but it's not as bad, not as good as the Hesh. So here you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that took 5 rounds. Just wait for it to respawn and we'll shoot the back, see how long it takes. So yeah, there's 2 types of tanks in game. There's the main battle tank and this. Why you would pull this is just really because you can't pull a main battle tank. You really want to be pulling a main battle tank as much as you can. I did a Vanguard guide, so check that out if that's what you're interested in. But yeah, so let's just shoot this real quick. 1, 2, 3. So as you can see, on 3 it's on fire, and 4 is a kill. Now you set it on fire on 3. If you're hitting it from the front, it took 5 shots. So yeah, you don't want to be running engagement radar when you're not shooting down, when you're not running a Skyguard. What I would recommend is running vehicle stealth. You would run vehicle stealth most of the time. So let me just go back into it. So fire suppression, you wouldn't really be running that. You would be running that, sorry, when you're not running engagement radar. So fire suppression gives you, when you catch fire, you're able to activate it and get away quick. So here, rival chassis and combat chassis, you want to be using mostly racer high speed. I only use rival when I'm trying to get around obstacles and stuff, but very rare. I generally run a racer. So nanite auto repair systems is what I would run sometimes, but most of the time when I'm in a group and I've got repair Sundays around, I'll probably run nanite auto repair, just because it will repair me while I'm getting repaired by repair Sundays. Vehicle stealth I will be running most of the time when I'm running solo. Mine guard, you won't need mine guard because of the implant that enables you to see deployables on the floor, mines and explosives, so you can actually kill them before you get up to them. So I don't use mine guard. Proximity radar, now you should have general situational awareness, so so let me just pull flanker armor real quick. So the reason why you might run flanker armor is when you're running a Skyguard like that. Now you could defend yourself against C4, but generally I like to run vehicle stealth. So I'm just going to stick vehicle stealth on real quick. The reason why you don't want to be running a radar is because for detection of enemy infantry, if you go down that route of playing a lot of vehicles, you're going to get into the engineer class. Now the engineer class has a Spitfire turret. So what you would generally do, if you was camping around a hill or something like that, and you're thinking the enemy might come, like I'm talking about enemy infantry, might come and start shooting you, you can put down a turret like that, and that will then spot any enemy that's coming near you. So you won't need to run a radar system on your tank. You've got a free one right there. Now bearing in mind it costs 1,000 certs to buy the turret, but it's something that you will be buying eventually. So you don't really need to cert into radar. Now enemy air radar is good. As you can see, I can't see many aircraft at all. Now if I go and pull engagement, is it engagement radar? If I go and pull engagement radar, I'll be able to see all the enemy air that's around me within a certain. So lightning, engagement radar. There you go, as you can see. So yeah. So this about sums up the tutorial really. Don't subscribe to me. I'm not looking for subscribers. I'm just doing this to help the new players. If anybody's got any questions, feel free to pop them in the comments. It can be any question at all. If you're really struggling, you play series, you're looking for someone to party up with, you're looking for a squad. I'm not sure I can help with that, but I can ask around if anybody's looking for a squad. I can always ask VS or TR, you know, if anyone's looking for anybody. But yeah, any questions related to anything seen in this video, feel free to stick it in the comments. Other than that, what I would say with the tanks is always try and pick an MBT, but a light tank isn't completely useless and fills its role, has its role within the game. So yeah, anyway, I'll leave it there guys. I hope you have a good weekend and I'll see you soon.